Hey, I'm Mike Norton, U.S. Navy veteran, physicist, and marketing strategist, and this is part 2 of my ongoing series about a 2-week excursion into the European wilderness, starting off with what I'm bringing with me in my Mystery Ranch Blackjack 100 rucksack. Where we left off, I was going through what I call my tech bag, or tech kit. For this custom add-on to the bag, the electronic support systems I reviewed in the last video were held in the center, most spacious section of the Mali add-on. However, in the smaller front section of the same, you'll see how I keep my notebook and pen in a small waterproof bag. Now, behind the tech bag, there is the food bag, or the chow pocket. In the chow pocket, I have my life straw. With the life straw, you can basically turn any water source, even swamp water, into instantly drinkable water. I also have several days worth of food in the form of beef jerky and commercial versions of military MREs that are compressed, high-calorie, dehydrated complete meals. To prepare these, all you need to do is add boiled water. And I'd make that boiled water with the cooking kit shown in the first video. I like these better than the military MREs I had in the Middle East, especially as they are from commercial brands. I can choose precisely which ones I get, whereas in the military, what you got was randomized. What I also have packed in the chow pocket is a week or two's worth of 5-hour energy drinks. Now, I don't know the full science of it, but for some reason these helped immensely with my core body temperature while I camped out in the middle of the Alaskan winter. I'll pot one of these per day or every other day. Never more than twice per day, whenever I need to double or triple time it over rough terrain while sleep deprived or suffering from delayed onset muscle soreness that I have to grit my teeth through. Now above that, we have our medical kit. You can find this specific bag on Amazon.com, however, it's crap, to be very honest. The bag is good, with many inner compartments, but I agreed with my bros, who are also military veterans, on how the manufacturer supplied the pack with an unsatisfactory range of medical supplies. So I kept the bag, but went out of my way to customize what goes in the bag. With a little bit of effort, I converted this little bad boy from a basic boo-boo fixer to a Navy Corpsman-worthy medical set capable of even surgically treating severe predatory animal bites and even gunshot wounds. Built one item at a time with great care. And then, packed in there with it, are 2 microfiber towels for general purpose. In the final external section of the bag, before we go into the actual inner bowels of it, we have the topmost zipped section. In this part of the bag, I keep a detailed map of the area, as well as a book that I may want to read during hiking breaks, and my laptop. My laptop has actually been a point of contention with my marketing clients, because remember, it may seem impossible that I can do all of this, such as run 2 companies, while sometimes spending days, weeks, or in rare cases even months in the bush. So how do I maintain work? Behold, I combine my laptop with a portable solar device from Goal Zero. However, it is important to note that the gaming-rated computers I have at home are vastly more powerful and require far more energy than what this little Chromebook requires. To bring with me on hikes, I specifically chose a mini laptop that is powered by a USB-C cord, directly compatible with my solar chargers. Now, this wouldn't fly with the computer I'm using to edit this video. The power consumption needs would be too high for realistic, sustained use. However, a USB-C powered Chromebook can get the job done with a lot of my marketing clients in extreme conditions. So long as I have a phone signal, I can convert my phone into a portable Wi-Fi hotspot, and from there, work remotely as either a marketing strategist or a physicist without my clients even realizing where I am or what I'm doing away from home. Generally, my clients don't even realize I may be contacting them or performing timed and tracked work while hanging from the side of a mountain, unless I tell them. And as long as I can recharge my laptop, I can live and work as a traveling vagabond in the wilderness indefinitely, for months, if I so desired. Then return to civilization without losing my job, without skipping a beat. And I also forgot this miscellaneous item, matches, of course. Diving into the inner bowels of the bag now. We see the sandwiches that my wife prepared for me before setting out to film this video today. Delicious. I only rely on the MREs if I absolutely need to. And even on long-term expeditions, they are merely meant to be a temporary sustainment to buy time for me to catch things with traps or archery. In America, I hunt with a gun and have a slightly different loadout of items. However, this series is about camping in Northern Europe. This means different laws from America, and I do respect the laws of each country I go to. Remembering that at all times, I am merely a guest who has been honored with the privilege of traveling to these lands foreign to me. Which is why you see this black bag here. This is my trash bag. It's stronger than a regular plastic bag because I wanted it reusable, but this black bag is key to me leaving no trace wherever I may roam. Never leave trash behind. Always hike, climb, and camp responsibly. And in this waterproof bag, we have several days worth of clothing. For long-term stays in the bush, you always want to make sure you keep clean and dry underwear. However, when it comes to t-shirts, I have learned to appreciate shirts specifically made out of merino wool, not cotton. Merino wool has a variety of different benefits for both hot and cold climates that wicks away sweat. This allows for a shirt's re-wearing of 1 or 2 extra days of use. In civilization, I wash every single day, most often twice per day when considering keeping hygienic when returning home from the gym. In the bush, however, while I do wash every day, I layer my clothing so as to change only the innermost layers that have absorbed sweat that day. The innermost layer, consisting of underwear and socks, gets changed every day for sure. However, the middle layers get changed every other day, and the top layers get spot cleaned every day, but fully changed only once every 3 to 5 days. And you want to make sure that you pack enough clothes so that you can wear clean clothes while freshly washed clothes dry. So, packing 7 pairs of socks and underwear, 4 shirts, and 2 pants means that I can always stay relatively hygienic in a way close to first world standards by having a continual revolution of clothes on that system of change if I wash all clothes twice per week. But again, this is only for hardcore deep bush camping. When I return to civilization, it's totally fresh clothes with at least 1 fresh shower every single day. Then we have our water system, our camel pack. The Mystery Ranch Blackjack 100 can contain 2 of these on either inner side of the pack. With these, I can stay hydrated while not needing to take breaks. I usually fill both camel packs and my canteen with fresh water, making for a total of about 3 to 5 liters of fresh water available to me with this pack every single day. Then we have the other part of my cooking kit, which consists of pots and pans. In the same pocket section, I also keep spare trash bags. These can be used for whatever on a case-by-case scenario. And then finally, we have our hygiene bag. Upon opening it, you'll see my range of supplies I rely upon every morning while out in the bush to keep my appearance and health in tip-top shape. You'll see a microfiber towel, Neutrogena facial wipes, toothpaste with a toothbrush, deodorant. Oh, and by the way, I choose a brand with limited ingredients for as natural a deodorant as possible, because deodorants can sometimes not only be unhealthy for you, they can leave their own kinds of scents that animals pick up, despite the fact that the point is marketed to be to deodorize you. And here we have small, organized packs of supplements. These packs contain creatine, black maca root, Essentium multivitamin, and immune system support for how I continually expose myself to the elements and new bacteria in the new lands that I explore to. I'll film a separate video going deep into detail about the supplements I often carry with me and what each does and why. You'll also see here that I pack floss, hand sanitizer, sterile wet wipes, chapstick, and my favorite, Wilderness Wash. Wilderness Wash is a highly potent biodegradable detergent. With Wilderness Wash, you can wash both your body, your clothes, and your cooking equipment. A lot of gear, right? Hardly. The wonderful thing about the Mystery Ranch Blackjack 100 is it can actually hold so much more. The innermost core of my pack is only about 20% full, believe it or not. Overall, what you're looking at is about 65 pounds worth of stuff. Now, do I need all this stuff? No, absolutely not. I can and have most certainly done without it. As a matter of fact, the less you need, the more skillful you are generally considered to be in the hiking community. However, I deliberately keep my rucksack at about that level of heaviness or even higher, specifically to maintain the competitive level of fitness that was required of me in the military. So the way I figure it, if I want to carry around weight just for the workout while I hike up mountains and challenge myself in rough terrain, I might as well fill my rucksack with useful weight. But remember, it's absolutely critical that if you live this lifestyle, that you have the skills and grit to get by without any of it. As a matter of fact, I foresee myself filming videos in the future showing what I would do in precisely those kinds of situations. Anyhow, thanks for watching the video. Stay tuned for part 3, in which I will discuss what I equipped to my tactical utility belt. I've been taking baby steps to ensure that my content becomes a bit less esoteric. So, if you're one of the new people who have just recently discovered me, thank you very much and kindly for taking interest in my adventures in the wilderness around the world, as well as any philosophical wisdom that I may share along the way. Make sure to click the subscribe button to receive continual updates of my progress, whatever new countries I'm visiting, or whatever new thoughts that I have to share, whatever new stories that I have to share. And if you're interested, well, speaking of stories, if you're interested in my origin story, I humbly recommend that you check out my memoir called Fighting for Redemption. You can find the book on Amazon.com, published on either Kindle or in paperback format. And while the primary target audience is actually my children, I'm very certain that if you come from a traumatic past, you'll be able to resonate with a lot of what's said, not merely on the lines, but in between them.